Man, Nina always hated mirrors. Ever since she was a kid, those things freaked her out. Her grandma used to say, mirrors are like gateways to unknown places. Nina just brushed off her grandma's superstitions. When she moved into her new place, an old Victorian building turned into modern apartments, she found an ancient mirror left by the previous tenant. This mirror was something else. It was huge, with a frame so intricately designed, it looked like twisted vines holding scared faces. The landlord said it was bolted to the wall, and removing it would cause damage. So, Nina covered it with a blanket. That trick worked until the third night. At 3:30 a.m., she woke up freezing. The blanket had slipped off, revealing the mirror across the room. But something was wrong. Her reflection wasn't sleeping. It was standing there, staring, smirking. She blinked rapidly. Her reflection went back to sleep under the covers. Maybe it was just a trick of the light, she thought. Perhaps she imagined it. But every night after that, she woke up at the same time. And every time, the blanket had slid off. One night, she decided to stay awake. In the dark, she stared at the mirror, and at 3:13, her reflection sat up. She didn't. She watched in horror as it cocked its head, observing her. Then it reached out, touching the glass. The surface rippled like water. Nina jumped out of bed and turned on the lights. Her reflection was back to normal, but her handprint remained. The next day, she called a mirror expert. The man arrived, took one look at the mirror, and went pale. "This shouldn't be here," he whispered. "What do you mean?" Nina asked. "This mirror is part of a pair. One was destroyed in a fire long ago. The other has been missing until now." He examined the carvings. "It's not just a mirror. It's a prison, or a gateway." When he tried to cover it with blessed cloth, it burst into flames. He left without saying another word. That night, Nina made a bold move. She grabbed a hammer and smashed the mirror herself. But behind it wasn't a wall. It was another room. And in that room was her, the other her, smiling, free. Before she could scream, arms grabbed her and pulled her inside. The frame closed shut. When the neighbors found the place empty days later, they noticed something odd. The mirror was fixed perfectly. And sometimes when they looked into it, they saw her, not just a reflection. They swore she blinked when they didn't. Twist ending. 6 months later, a new tenant moved in. A young guy who scoffed at anything supernatural. He loved the antique mirror, called it charming. One night, while brushing his teeth, he saw Nina behind him in the mirror. Not beside him, behind him, smiling. And he was frozen, because now, she wasn't in the mirror anymore. He was. The end. Subscribe for more videos.